Hey there you guys, Sean McNeil here with New World Reviews. Today I want to talk about the Kepler Telescope, and if you don't know what that is, well, let's start with the Hubble telescope. Do you guys know what the Hubble telescope is? It's this gigantic telescope. It orbits the Earth, and it's been sending back for I think 15 years now pictures of, celestial bodies, stars, planets, nebula, other galaxies, hydrogen clouds where stars are produced. So it's been really an amazing thing, and some of the things NASA have done have just floored me. And one thing, you can go online and do a Google search for Hubble images, and there are tens of thousands of Hubble images coming through. There are actually gigabytes worth of images on NASA's servers that you can download. As it's for the American people, right? We pay for it, and it's part of the government, so they're freely available, which is a great thing. Now the Kepler telescope is different. I'm going to talk kind of fast because I know some of you guys have ADD, and you don't want to watch a long video. In fact, some people in my family have ADD, so I had to learn how to talk kind of fast. Anyways, the Kepler telescope was sent up between late 2008 and early 2009. It's been planned for a long time now, and it's just now starting to send back a little bit of data, but it'll be 3.5 years. It'll be like mid 2012 before they really can compile all their data and tell us, what their findings are. But the Kepler telescope was sent up, and it wasn't sent up in an orbit going around the Earth. It was sent up in an Earth trailing orbit, which means that it follows behind the Earth, and it actually orbits the Sun just like the Earth does. And the reason for that is so that the Earth doesn't block its view half the time. And what it does is it stares at the sky, just one section of the sky. It looks right around the Northern Cross, and it kind of looks at 2 million stars. And out of those 2 million stars, about 100,000 of them are stars of interest. And what it takes to be a star of interest is the planets in the solar system that star is the center of. And sometimes there's two stars that are the center of a solar system. In fact, that's actually more common, I believe. But when the planets orbiting that star pass between that star and us, we can see those planets, or we can see the light from that star dim when the planets pass in front of us. Those are stars of interest. So there's about 100,000 of those that we're looking at. And by measuring the light of that star, and then measuring the light of that star when the planet is between that star and us, we can tell how big the planet is. We can tell how far away from the star that planet is. And by telling how far away it is, we can tell whether or not that planet is in the habitable zone. Now, the habitable zone is the area around a star that isn't too close but isn't too far. It's just right. They call it the Goldilocks zone. And it's like in our solar system, Venus is too close to the Sun and Mars is too far away. And Earth happens to be in the habitable zone. That's the zone where water can form on a planet. And that's a very important zone because scientists think, well, that's the only place where life can exist. And so that's pretty important. If we're going to find Earth-like planets, we have to look in the habitable zone. So far, I don't think Kepler has sent back any news of having found an Earth-like planet, but I do expect it to happen relatively soon. So if you guys are interested, I would highly suggest you guys do a Google search for Kepler Telescope or Kepler Mission. Just decided I'm going to go ahead and put some links in the sidebar of some some YouTube videos that I think are really cool if you're into this. If you're not, avoid it because it's going to be boring. But if you're interested in space travel, I think that's the future of mankind. Unless I don't know what your religion is, but unless God intervenes, the sun's going to go out one day, and we're going to have to jump to another planet. So watch these videos if you're at all interested. It's going to be far after we're dead, but it's interesting stuff. So you guys check that out, and I'll see you guys later.